the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Celtics have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing, or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the Magic? Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up next.
Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a Game 6. What will happen? These are the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A look at the Magic starting group. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Black in the point. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Now, here's Brown. That one, no good. Great defense that time from Banchero. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. No good with the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Brown the pass to Tatum from deep. Black grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Carter with the screen. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Outside Holiday, the 3-ball, drills the 3-pointer.
Yeah, and as his career has progressed, Holiday has gotten more comfortable in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Black. To the inside. Caldwell Pope can't hit from in close.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Brown inside. Working on Black. Brown the pass to White. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
The Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Wagner has screen on Howard. Pass to Banchero from 20 feet out. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
And the dunk by Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Banchero outside. They need this. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. Wagner against Brown. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Black kicks to Banchero. Back to Black. Wagner against Brown. Wagner passes to Black. Pocket 6. Ben Carroll is screen on Hubbard. A nice shot by Black. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Ben Carroll. The Magic trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back the pass to Ben Carroll. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
That free throw, good from Banchero. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Black. So 1 for 2 that time at the strike.
Well, look, Banchero's a guy who can put the offense on his back, and sometimes he can do it for long stretches.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Wagner with it. He has yet to score. Outside Anthony. Isaac finds Anthony. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
Here's Pritchard. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Brown. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Pass to Anthony. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Celtics up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Jonathan Isaac. Corey Joseph is out there with Cole Anthony. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. Now here's Anthony. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, look at how fast Anthony's drive is, making it very difficult for the defense to keep up.
Here's Pritchard. Scoreless thus far. Tatum on the wing. Here's the 3. Joseph with the rebound. Orlando trailing here. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Banchero. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Inside. Here's Hauser. The rebound by Bitadze. Pass to Banchero. The shot misses. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pritchard passes to Tatum. The shot missing. Great defense that time from Banchero. Here's Anthony. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Here's Shireman. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pritchard passes to Horford. It's hauled in by the Magic.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Joseph dishes to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Three-pointer, Horford buries the long-range jumper. Horford's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now, here's Joseph. Still without a basket. Here's Anthony. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Shireman. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Joseph. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Shireman, covered by Anthony. The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2, Fairman.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. He's perfect from the line this time. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go!
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Substitution on the court.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Black. Now Wagner, still scoreless. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Carter with a screen on Holiday. A second chance effort. The offensive rebound. Wagner outside. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Wagner's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Well, that's a good sign for Wagner. He's working to become a more consistent shooter from outside.
Right the pass to Holiday. Busted. No good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wagner outside. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Brown against Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Carter with a screen on Brown. There's Wagner with the 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Magic lead by 1. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Hey folks, first half of Game 5 in the books. It's been a tight contest for the Boston Celtics.
Guys taking shots, well, trying to do too much all at once. I think it's jamming up their flow.
Yeah, everyone has to have a role on the offensive end. Share the ball and trust your teammates.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella? And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. It's been quite a game for Cole Anthony.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Boston 5. Holiday following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt. Here's Black. Wagner outside. Over Tatum. And it's Wagner missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Well, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Tatum unguardable at times.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. It's a one-point game. Out to the right wing. And Carroll passes to Wagner. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Here's Brown. Tries again. Here's Porzingis. And finally they hit one. And the Celtics lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
All right, fans, give it up for the Celtics Entertainment.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Wagner passes to Black. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Carter. 17-foot shot on the way.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
White with the drive. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Magic trail by 3. Banchero up top. Over Tatum. That's good from Banchero. On the assist by Caldwell Pope.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. Tatum against Banchero. White setting the pick for Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Caldwell Pope kicks to Black. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. 1:56 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one.
That's just a blown opportunity.
Great job by Tatum in close.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Pass to Anthony. To the paint. Here's Banchero. And Boston with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Tatum kicks to Brown. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Porzingis can't hit. The Magic trail by 3. Wagner with it. Picked up by Brown. Bounce pass Wagner. Banchero outside. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
The 3 from Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
Anthony taking his time here. Five on the clock. From the line. A shot, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Banchero is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now Anthony after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Here's Pritchard, covered by Anthony. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Offline with his 3. The Magic trail by 6. Banchero passes to Isaac. Harris outside. Anthony with it. There's the 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Horford. Isaac with some nice D.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And hard to throw Banchero off his game. That could have been a foul as well.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He knows every possession is critical now. almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Black's subbed in for Cole Anthony. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Van Carroll following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Tatum against Van Carroll. Wagner outside. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, Wagner doesn't fear contact. He'll take it right into the defense down there.
Pass to Brown. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Black the pass to Carter. Back to Black to take the lead. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brown outside. Lets it go with a 3. Porzingis can't hit. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wagner passes to Van Carroll. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside, White. To the middle. Porzingis can't hit. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Van Carroll. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. From downtown, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. But Trey. It's hauled in by the Magic. Into the lane. Black, no good. Austin's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. White the pass to Tatum. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando trailing here. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's White. Pass to Tatum. To stop the drought. Tatum with another miss.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. This is a huge possession.
This is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And Carroll outside. Over Tatum. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jalen. A long season. What do you guys need to do to keep it rolling?
Just keep finding consistent rhythm with each other. You know, keep playing the game the right way, executing the game plan, and just do your job. It'll be fun.
You all did the job tonight, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching.